Hello, everybody. Hi. Hello. Did I turn this? Hold on. I have to turn it down more. Hi. How are we doing? I hope you're all swell. It's so good to see you. Hello, hello. Hi, Toast. Hello, Toast. Welcome in. 3 years. Jesus fucking Christ, Toast. That's insane. Also, the last time you were here was 2024. I want you to let that sink in. It's been over 2 years. 2 years since you've been here. Welcome back in. It's been a fucking minute. No, you have not been here in a minute. Good to see you. Thanks for popping back in. How are you today? Hi, guys. Hi, let's give our hellos. Hello to Dollar. Hello, Callum. Hello, Citrus. Hi, Rusky. It's been a fucking minute. Hi, Dominic. And with 41 fucking months, don't fucking talk to me. I'm pretty sure you subbed, like, ever since we met. So that means we met 41 months ago. That's fucking crazy. That means TwitchCon was that long ago, I think. Hello, Rach. Hello, Toast. Hello, Teto! Oh my god, hi, Teto! Good to see you! Oh my god, it's been... Hold on, when was the last time you were here? 20... What? It's also been since 2024? See, you have a space... Teto, that's crazy to me. It does not feel like it's been since 2024 to me. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's insane. Because I remember you. Like, I know. It feels like in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, Tato was probably here like 5 streams ago. That's no, you guys are on the same wavelength. That's crazy. That's insane. I'm singing love songs to myself and imagining the beautiful woman I have a crush on as my audience like God intended. And that is real yearner shit. That is real yearner shit. I support that fully. Hi, Tech! Hi, Tech! Hi, Olive! Hello! Good to see you! Hi, guys! Good to see you. How are you all doing? Wait, what? Tech on Genshin? Good luck, my friend. Wishing you the best. Hold on, I'm catching up. I burnt myself on incense, as every good incense experience goes, to be quite honest with you. Well, hello, everybody. Good to see you today. Is the bot on for Daily Stars? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I've been doing better with that. I've been doing better where it's one of the... In my head, it has been popped up as one of the first things to pull up before I start stream. Somehow. Don't know how that's happened. I've never been one to be responsible and remember things, but here we are. Is this your first time streaming for 2 years? Are we calling out? No, I started streaming again. It's more recent. I think I streamed a few times in 2025 too. Not very often though, but I think what stream is this? 1, 2, 3, my 4th stream since I've come back. So it has not been very often, but it has been happening. It's a little blurry. There we go. You can tell I haven't been here in a long time because I haven't changed my badge. That's true. The 2024 recap badge. Hi, Force! What's up, dude? Hi! Hi, Ari! Hi, Boochie! Good night, Rusky. Sleep well, my friend. Thanks for popping in. It was good seeing you for the few seconds we had together. We fixed it even better. 2025 recap. Let's go. There was. See, you're such a real one, Dominic. You're the realest motherfucker out here. Remembering that, knowing that, that's crazy to me. That's insane. Gonna be sick about you. This actually was given to me by my sister, and it's a little bit darker. The metal is supposed to be like a lighter silver. I guess it doesn't look that bad on camera, but it's supposed to be lighter silver, but I wore it inside of a... They want me dead for this! And that's right, they do! And that's right, they do! You're on the block, buddy. You're on the block. You already know. You already know what the rules are around here. You know how the establishment is set up, and yet you continue to do this. Right. No, okay, no. I get it. I get the, Right. I see that you don't know your place. Right. No, I get it. No, I see you. Hi, Starf! Hi, Starf! How are you? Good to see you! Hello! I know everybody in there but one. Same. Same. But to be fair, the one has never messaged before, so they might be a lurker. They actually aren't even following. Well, thank you, Mud Tuttle. It's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. Dollar your rat! You can go get your rats! I need to add the rat as like an actual emote to the channel at this point. Oh, Callum, but we're on the same fucking page. Don't you even worry about it. Last night, I spent like a solid 4 hours just analyzing the entire thing. I got that 0.25 on for the episode. No, I went through every single fucking line of code and went and researched any of the parts that I didn't understand or know. I've got thoughts and feelings. I've got many thoughts and feelings. You're so real. What's your favorite Minecraft flower? I like... God, what's it called? I just forgot it. It's the... Oh my god! It's on tip of my tongue! The round one with the white. Round. It's got a... It's droopy. It's droopy. Lily of the Valley. Thank you. Yeah, that one. Adding Ricky as an emote would be so funny for many reasons. I need to... I agree with that, and I agree with that. I missed Ricky. It's your birth flower? Dude, you're lucky as fuck. That's a good one. I like mine, though, too. Mine's a chrysanthemum. Me and my best friend called each other immediately after it ended and just started yapping about theories. I recorded my reaction, actually. Me and Ender and our friend Anna watched it all together. And I recorded our reaction. But a lot of it is me being locked the fuck in for the entire episode. There's a few parts where I want to edit to the parts where, like, I actually react instead of just locking in. I need to watch you, Tech Waves. Come join me, Tech Waves. It is very rare that I'm one to buy merch for things. Bam. Bam. Fuck. It's hard to do this in an opposite screen. Bam. Bam. And then my friend painted me. And I have... more on the way. I have a favorite character, if you couldn't tell. You should. When a hyperfixation gets me, and I can't stand hyperfixations because it takes everything out of me. But when it gets me, damn does it fucking get me. I have been got by this. When you got excited, it was so funny. Thank you, girl. See, that means a lot to me. Ari has seen it. I want to edit it down so that it's not just me being the entire time. Because that's mostly what it is. Or Anna also has really great, like, reactions to things. She's a very vocal... I think I'm more physical and she's more a vocal reactor. So it's like a perfect combination between the two of us. I'm being abnormal about too many things right now. I don't like it. Tech Waves, I am dapping you up, brother, because I'm so sorry. It's so rough. It's so rough. 3 stream streak. Forced is a real one. Let's be honest. I have so many art ideas. Starve, can we talk about it? What are your art ideas? I have like a fan page on Tumblr. That shit's been going. That shit's been updated. Art after art after art. Also, Twitter has some amazing fucking fan art of it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. Holy cow. My hyperfixation is thorium-232, and that's not something I can buy on the white market. What is thorium-232? Is that a drug? Is that a chemical? Tumblr, my love. Got a special place in my heart. Thanks, by the way, shout out Dominic for the 5 gifted, gave us a level 2 hype train. That's pretty hype in my opinion. Let's see this emote we got. Chill girl emote. That's hilarious because that is the exact opposite of how I feel right now. This is not me, bitch. That is not me. Hi, Miss Rose. Hi. How are you doing today? Good to see you. I'd be more insane, but the 21 Pilots fandom got a jump scare about... Oh, really? Did not hear about that myself. That is big. And hey, I understand. It's a radioactive element. I believe you could get your hands on it. I do believe that. Today's drink of choice is this tiny box of apple juice. So, and it's hitting. Let me tell you, it is a good ass box. We have so many of these in our fridge. Just little apple, just little juices, and they're great. Let me tell you, I'll smoke a joint and I'll have some of this. Perfect, perfect combination. Speaking of emo music, I'm seeing Pierce the Veil and My Chem later this year. Those are gonna be amazing concerts. What a dream lineup. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'll be back to hear theories and stuff, I promise. Have a great stream. Thank you, Toast. It was so good seeing you again. I'll see you later, dude. Bye. Thanks for coming in. I have so many Kane thoughts, dog. It's not even funny. Do you want to get into it? We can get into it. If you want to get into it, let's get into it. Because I have so many thoughts. Okay, there's things that I need to talk about. First of all, have you read the code? The coding sequence? I'm very drunk. Dude, I'm sober. I've been enjoying streams sober recently, and I like that a lot, which is a nice change. Kane is my favorite. God rest his soul. Oh, this will be spoilers, by the way, for anybody that... I should probably put that in the title, shouldn't I? Hold on. Well, I mean, I say episode 8, so, like, it should be implied that there's gonna be spoilers, right? Right? That maybe we're gonna be talking about this. How do we feel about Eddyville before voice acting? Need your blessing. Oh, babe, you always have my blessing. Anybody who wants to, like... I feel like with any of my friends who are on my stream, I don't really care if you're under the influence. You're good eggs, so it's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay, and that's right. Why did he just poop? The most, like... It's time. Let me lock the fuck in. Okay. You have read the coding sequence? So there is, like, a conversation between Kinger and somebody else in that coding conversation, and at first I thought it was Kane. There's a moment where he tries to, what I'm understanding is, hello, caffeine and copium. How are you doing? Welcome. It's been a minute. Wait, hold on. It has it? 2025. So you've been here more recently than some other people. But hi, hello, how are you? It has still been a minute. It has been a second. There's a section in the code, and my understanding of it, right? It's been a long time since I've been out of CS, and I don't know this, whatever. But there's a section where it looks like he's scanning for viruses. It's my understanding of the line of code. I can even pull it up and find out which line of code it is. But it looks like he's scanning for viruses, and then I feel like the conversation changes after that. He never gets a confirmation on if there's a virus in the system. But also I could just be reading it wrong. Like I said, I don't know my code very well. But that's when the code starts being like, kill this motherfucker. Oh my god, I have so many thoughts. If you go through and read all the different ways that he is trying to, like, stop Kane from loading backups and stuff like that, he really pulled out so many stops to try so many things. I also have a theory about Ragatha. I don't know if it's true or has any real backing behind it. Thank you, Rose. What the fuck? Thank you so much, Mr. Rose. Don't look at my nails, however. That part is not very cool. I literally did these 2 days ago, and then yesterday the episode came out, and dude, it did not last. It did not survive it. Thank you, Callum. I appreciate it. I needed to play Crab Rave. It's illegal, and it is. It has been so long. It only makes sense. Fun fact, 10 to 15 is code for a missing person and the date. Oh, Scratch and Ragatha both joined the circus was 10-15 in different years. I think it is interesting that the code, I didn't know the missing person thing. I think it's interesting that they both arrived at the same day. I think, so, hold on. Let's pull some shit up. Right? I was taking, like, screen caps of everything yesterday and posting them in a server. So let me pull up these screen caps. There is, in front of, it's right here. Save image. In front of the sections where we see the dates for, Scratch and Ragatha's entries. There's a few things here, but pull up the receipts. Oh, I got it. I got you, dude. Don't even worry about it. So, as we can see, it says root wheel blank, numbers, and then the dates. So I looked up what root wheel means, and root is, how do I explain this? Root is basically, my understanding of it is that this is full administrative, privileges, if that makes sense. At the very beginning of this, it's not in this screenshot, but Kinger asks the system, who am I? And the system comes back saying that it's administrator, so he should have full administrator privileges. But root wheel, I guess, I don't know why, it throughout his code, it seems like he doesn't actually have permissions. But root wheel, hold on, let me actually look up the actual definition so I don't say it wrong. But it to me, I took it as it's full. In computing, root refers to the super user account that has full administrative privileges on a system, while wheel is a special user group in Unix systems that grant its members the ability to execute certain commands, like switching to the root user. My understanding, my takeaway from this is that Scratch and Ragatha have full fucking perms. That's my understanding. I think Ragatha was put in on purpose. I think she was a test of some kind. That's why there's people around her when she comes in. I also think they're brain scans. And there's another reason I have for that is, I mean, there's so many reasons, right? There's so many, but there's a lot of, there's a one in particular that I haven't seen anybody else talk about that I have everything spoilered so that my friends anyone who hasn't watched it doesn't get spoiled. The perfect way to save things on a computer is just to spam, and I will live by that. TDC takes place in 2017. Ragatha joined in 2008, which means if she aged during her time in the circus, she joined at 12. My takeaway is, but she didn't, which means the age you join is the age you stay. Yeah, that's my takeaway from it, is that she went in at 30 and has just stayed 30. I think possibly because they're brain scans, maybe it is. Also, I'm sorry, I have so many thoughts, and they all come out and so jumbled. But yes, you are right. I think they stay the same age that they joined in. That means also, maturity-wise, they stay that age. Because there is a section of code where, when he's very first getting into the computer, there's two folders. There's an AI folder and, a characters folder. And it says, neural, I think off the top of my head, it says, neural scans obsolete. Mud Tunnel! Dude, Mud Tunnel, thanks for following. We were talking about you earlier. We were like, I don't know if we've ever seen Mud Tunnel before. Well, welcome in. Thanks for following. Hi, congrats on the sub. How are you doing? Most of them talk about jobs, so it's unlikely to be 12. She talked about being in real estate. A 12-year-old's not going to be in real estate. I agree with that. But I think that they're brain scans because... So this was in the most recent episode. This is the headset, when Pomni's looking at the computer, in the newest episode, there's this image on the headset. And fun fact, that image is a laser warning symbol. So I think that there's lasers inside of this headset. It's scanning the eyes, scanning your brain, and that's what those files are. I think those files are then obsolete. Could technically, let's pull up the definition of obsolete. I love definitions. Obsolete means no longer in use. My first thought would be that it's the abstracted files, but there was no other characters folder. So I kind of think it's just outdated. They were scanned once and now they're all outdated. I don't know if that makes sense. CA neural scans obsolete. Thank you. Yeah, that that. I'm glad to be here. We're info dumping about the newest Amazing Digital Circus episode. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but that's the conversation that's going on right now. Thanks for being here. It's good to have you. Did I save another image? I did. Oh, there's also this screen cap right here. This is I don't know if this is trying to like show something, but this screen cap is from when they're all thrown into their personal hells. You see Pomni go in first, and you're like they're zapped with some lightning before she like falls to the ground, and there's like one fucking scene there in that it's like a flashing light. There's one part of it where it shows her brain, which I thought that was very interesting, right? So another thing where I think possibly it's them scanning her brain, trying to find out what her weaknesses are, use that against her. I'm assuming this happened with everybody, but we only saw Pomni's point of view. I'm thinking really hard about the things you're saying and how I could use this for an HSRAU, and I'm doing diabolical things to... It's doing diabolical things to my brain. Which HSR? Is that Honkai Star Rail? This might get me to watch just to put my blorbos in situation. You should! That makes the laser box seem like a weapon, a way to keep people in the headsets if they... Ooh! I didn't think about that. That's a cool idea. I like that. I took it as a scan, but I like that you are taking it as it's forcing you to keep it on. I like that. Honkai Star Rail, dude, you gotta watch it, even if it gives you some later ideas. Hello, Liquid, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hello. A very locked-in 12-year-old, more than me, bro, at my ripe age of 26. I'll tell you that much. But okay, those are my thoughts so far. One of the planets you go to is actually just a sphere of code and memoria, and none of them are real, and they're just lines of code. So I see where you're coming from. I see you. There are some ideas to be had here. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm insane, actually, right now, is what I am. But yeah, these are things that I've noticed. Oh, shit. I'm trying to hide these. What else happened within this code? So I do think there's a second AI that still lives. I know... The beginning was, from my takeaway of it, was Kane existing, being trapped, like, or kind of abandoned, and then breaking out and absorbing this other AI, which I'm assuming is Abel, which I know people think might be Bubble. I don't know how I feel about that. I think there's a good chance that it's Bubble, especially because of the things that Bubble says. In the new episode especially. I think the only thing that's throwing me off is in the code. Did I pull this code up? Yeah, there's a thing for Bubble Chef. So if Bubble is like a virus, that's day one. Unless it's just the AI took the form of Bubble, that's also an option. I think that is the way that I'm leaning the most, if Bubble is this other AI. Yeah, that's the main thing that's thrown me for a loop. I also think the paraphernalia engine, it's .dat, which is data, so it's basically just, and it could be any form of data, when I looked it up. I think there's I've seen some people think that might be the brain scans that are being used. I also think it could just be assets that are being used. He uses paraphernalia later in his coding to try and use it as a password. Don't know what the fuck that could be. I also find it interesting. Wait, random thought just popped in. If Kane is the reason they have memories / their names blocked, does that mean I think so. I think there's a really fucking good chance, if Kane was the reason for that, I think they will remember that stuff. But I don't know. There's a chance that Kane... I don't know, because if it wasn't Kane, and if it was, say, Bubble doing all of that, then they won't remember. Because we don't really know anything about this other AI. Don't go coding, it will mess up everything. Apparently, don't fucking fat finger your shit. It will mess up everything. I gotta go lock in on a mega bill. Dude, good luck, Tato. It was so good seeing you. So good seeing you again. Jump scare is 14 when I... Oh, Jesus Christ. Happy birthday. That's terrifying. Saturn thinks Pomni is an AI. I disagree. And maybe I have a bias there. Thank you, Twin. Have fun building. See you later, Teto. I don't think Pomni is AI. Because when you... I mean, unless... The only way that Pomni could be AI, I think, is... Because when Kinger went to... There's the character screen and the AI. The two... When he's going into the files, there's an AI folder and there's a characters folder. He chooses the AI folder, and there's one that's got, like, 4 question marks, and then there's Kane's. And I took the... I mean, unless Pomni is this other AI... I don't think so. Just thought I'd bring it up in conversation, and it's a good one to bring up. I like the blue hair. Thank you. It will probably stay with me for so long. If I like something, it never leaves me. So, and I love the blue hair. And the background plushies. Thank you. They're my specialties, my special interests. I think there's a chance that Bubble is a virus, what I thought was a virus, but could just be this other AI. Or I also think blue hair is fire. Exactly. See, y'all fucking get it. Y'all get it. What else do I think? There was something else. Oh, there's a line that has had me thinking where Kinger said, like he doesn't remember the old name that they called Kane by. So I kind of wonder if Kane is Kane. Because there is a very often when you have a project, there is like a name, like you name it something else while it's in project and then give it a separate name when it's finished. Like a code name in a way. So either he was talking about that or there's a chance he was talking about that, but maybe like I don't know what that entails. I don't know what that could be, if anything, referencing. He picked his own name and made it an acronym to make himself seem more professional. Kane? What is Kane? What's a Kane an acronym for? Hi, Zim. So good to see you. How are you, Zim? You're a special to yourself. Hey, and that means a lot to me. Oh, me? Oh, stop it, you. Yeah! It stands for Creative Artificial Intelligence Networking. Oh, I didn't know that. Huh. I could see that. I wonder what his previous name was and if that will contribute to anything in the future. If that will change anything. He's a good one. He's a good BMO. I love him a lot. There's a creator that makes like every single character from Adventure Time. And he is my favorite, so he's very soft and squishy too. I'm here but catching up on tea. Yes! Go! Watch it right the fuck now. Watch it right the fuck now, Zim. Oh my god. It's so good. The new episode was so good. I have ADHD. If you couldn't tell from the short amount of time that you've been here, so do I. So do I, dude. Absolutely. On that same wavelength. What else? I think that entire conversation was interesting because I think it alludes to... okay. You're close. You're close. Are you watching it today? Or are you just in general catching up? The part-time work PTSD was real. And it always is. And it always is. Never has it ever not been. Working with the general public in general will do that to you. I initially thought Bubble was an extension of Kane's code, which is why they share so much. Like with the shared tongue in episode... But now I'm thinking Bubble's the new AI that formed... Stop listening! Stop listening, Zimbo! Stop listening. But now I'm thinking Bubble is the new AI that formed from the leftover code from after Kane. I thought that before Bubble was a virus, because of the Bubble Boy theory. Don't know if you know that one. I figure you do. I go under the assumption, Callum, that you are just as into this as I am. So you probably know. Because I thought that theory, I was like, yeah, shit, like, fuck. That is so... I'm not paying attention, thank fucking God. Don't listen to a thing we're saying right now. I think that's a really good idea. I also can see that. All I heard was new AI, and I went, new AI that tells you to read Yuri. If only that's what this was. If only that's what this was. I think Gangle would be living a much happier life. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, and fandom. I see theories everywhere. I see you. I see you. What was I gonna say? I also agree with the thought that... Because... there was some talk about Scratch kind of being low-key, like, brilliant or insane from his brain tuber. I know a lot of people have said this. I can absolutely see him trying to make this a place. That's also why I think they might be brain scans, because why the fuck would you need a body to go back to if he was making this with the intention to keep his brain alive? But I don't know if you saw this, Callum. There is, I don't know if this is, I don't know, but there in the German translation, there Scratch is speaking in his section where he's on. He has dialogue, which I think is interesting. The dialogue basically is just him being like, oh fuck, I wish I could say exactly what it was off the top of my head. I saw it today. No, right? I'm sure I could re-find it, or you can find it. I think I saw that on... Bye-bye, catching up! Good luck! I love you so much, Zim. Speak so soon. We will be talking about this. It's kind of like that one episode of Black Mirror. Dude, it is. It is. I've also been on Twitter Spaces where I've shared my theories in the past. Hello, Stuffbeard, by the way. How are you doing today? So good to have you here. I think... Oh, the lines of Scratch that were in German, from the top of my memory, it was something like, where are we? Why, like, how do we get out of here? It was just basically, like, him saying that to Kane. But I still think that's so interesting. Thank you, Liquid. I appreciate that. I've talked with the German Jax VA a few times, but I don't often look at the dub, sadly. I only saw this on Twitter. That's the only reason I saw it, was somebody mentioning that Scratch had dialogue. I'm opening up the episode to get references. Notice how the trailer for this episode thumbnail was Kane in the Truman Show screenshot, specifically the ending where we see the character bow out, leaving the show entirely. Holy shit! Did not take it as that. You're so fucking right, though. You are absolutely fucking right. I've seen so many people think that, like, maybe Kane's not dead. Part of me really thinks he is. I mean, the last lines of code that Kinger typed before he was locked out from the wacky lockout were, he said yes to deletion and then immediately tried to override it and go with backup C. But we see throughout the entire coding sequence that none of the things that he's giving, like none of the input he's giving is actually working. So I don't know if that actually worked. That's my only thought of why he might still be there. But I don't think it's true. I think he's gone. Dragon! So good to see you! Simmer! So good to see you! Hi guys, how are you? I found the translation. Can we get out of here somehow? What exactly is this place? Thank you, Rach! Holy shit, good job! That's exactly what it was. Which is interesting for, I feel like, it makes sense in a way, because they probably didn't expect Kane to be the AI that's existing right now. I still think it's very interesting of a thing for Scratch to say, because it feels like this entire thing was Scratch trying to find a way to preserve his mind, or that's my thought. But then those lines of dialogue, I feel like kind of combat that theory in my head. Hello, Nerdimus! Hi, how are you? Hello, good to see you. I'm very good. Just got back to my dorm from a... Oh. That's so much fun. Your dad worked it? That's so fucking cool. Was it good? Was it fun? Did you get anything cool? I think Kinger is going to try to recreate him. I can fucking see that. I could see that. The only problem would be they have to get a computer again, or like a console. But also, if they still have these powers to create things, which I don't think relied on Kane. I feel like they just both have these skills. I could see it being a thing. Did you see the picture today? I got out of work. My legs hurt. Dude, I feel you so hard. 8-hour shifts on your legs all day are rough as fuck. I live that life, so I see you. And I see you, soldier. I see you. Thinking about the abstracted guys in the cellar right now, I also want to touch on that. Because I kind of think they're going to come back. Because, well, I don't know. Because it doesn't seem like... The way Kane was talking about the abstracted, for a long time I thought it was Kane kind of doing it. But I think Kane sees the abstracted as people who are leaving him. And I don't think he had anything to do with it. But now that he was gone, my first thought was like, maybe they're gonna come back. But I don't know. Also, does that mean, are they gonna get out? What the fuck? Does the cellar even exist anymore? Because you see void from all sides. Where the fuck did those people go? So many thoughts. I also think it's interesting how Ragatha is the first one to join since the first group initially came. That is so interesting to me. I don't know why I didn't expect that, but yeah. I felt like there would have been so many other people, but it seems like there's like our current group, Kaufmo plus Ribbit, and then that first initial group, and that's all that's been there, which is so interesting. It's his first con. He's selling board games he made. Oh, what? That's so cool. Congratulations to your dad. That's so special. That is really cool. The fact he made a board game, that's so cool. I hope it went very well for him. Have we talked about Cain and Abel, Red and Blue Dot? We've touched on it a little bit. We have. I agree. I think it is Cain and Abel. I think abstraction is corruption of their mind files, and since those determine physical form, it turns their avatars into viruses. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I agree with that. Jack saying everything was fine before Pomni and Sybil joined. Right. I'm obsessed with that entire line. I love everything about that. It was like he was I have many thoughts about it. I don't know if he actually believes that. I think he says a lot of things just to say things. I think he was trying to stir the pot. I don't think it means anything. I think Cain may indirectly cause abstractions, but doesn't intentionally do it since he keeps on thinking he is making them happy when in fact consistently does the opposite. I can agree with that. I agree with that. I think he's reading their mind files and is seeing... I'm assuming their mind files have both positive and negative cognitions within themselves. I know we mostly see the negatives through everything. And those are the things he's picking up. I don't know why the positives wouldn't be there, though. But I think he's seeing these and is like, oh, I need to use all of this. He's not categorizing good and bad. He's categorizing as use, like data, and just uses all of it. And that kind of can lead to abstraction. Well, what did the line of code say? Like, torment needed to be 100% accidental or something like that? Ragatha was definitely tricked into it, and the rest found it on accident, it seems. That's also my thought, whether she was used as an experiment, but I don't know how the fuck she would have gotten there. That's the biggest part that I've been thinking about. If she was put in on purpose, where the fuck did things go wrong in her life? What the fuck led her to that? Failed rage bait. God bless, if I may say. I think it was very satisfying to see it fail. So you go live when I'm supposed to be studying for my exam tomorrow. Kiwi, I've been going live more often. Hey, don't you worry. You study for your exam, and I will be here. I've been back in the groove. I don't know what happened. Something in my brain has clicked. And this is my 4th stream back, which is so cool. Bethany and friends! Hi, guys! Hello, welcome in! Bethany, how was your stream? What did you do today? I didn't open up Twitch today, so I didn't even see what anybody was up to. What did you guys get up to today? It's so good to see you. Hi, hello. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you had a good stream. Please rest. I know how post streams can be. So rest, get some water. Hello, hi friend. How are you doing? Hello. I missed you. What did you get up to today in your stream? That boy Josh, thank you for following. Played. Have you just started it, or are you like in it? Are you like midway, near the end? What are your thoughts? I know very basic about Resident Evil 9, but there's some people that are like, you should play it. I'm very interested. I don't know if I would play it, but I am interested. It looks so good, though. I want to know what your thoughts are on it. Don't worry, I should be doing taxes. Hey, you and me both, dude. You and me both. I love it. We're midway through, I think. I'm so happy to hear that. Halfway through or some part way through and you love it. That is good news. That is amazing news, actually. Hello, CR. Hello, how are you? I'm happy you had a good stream, though. Please rest. It's so good to have you guys in here. Right now, we're talking about, I don't know if you know what this is The Amazing Digital Circus. It's like an indie animation. Episodes come out like far and few in between, like a few months pass and then a new episode comes out, and the new episode came out yesterday, so we are like theorizing what that episode was and talking about the things that we think about it. That's what we're doing right now, and then probably in a little bit we're gonna play some Deltarune. I'm on I think we just started chapter 2. Like, we have not even gotten into any of it yet, which is exciting. So if anybody's interested in those things, that is what is on our agenda for today. The next episode is the finale. It comes out in 3 months on June 19th, which I didn't realize so many things were coming out on June 19th, or June 19th was such a big day in media, if that makes sense. Apparently that's the day that the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared characters were trapped for eternity or something like that. I saw a post about that. Don't know if that's true, but I'm taking it as yes. Yeah. Also, that's the day that Toy Story comes out, apparently. Oh, is it? Sorry, that's so funny. Bad day overall. Bad day in general. June 19th is a Memorial Day for my state. That's the only reason I know June 19th. June 19th is a few things. That's also Juneteenth. But in media, it's apparently got a bigger player in things than I realized it does. Didn't know that. Didn't know June 19th was important. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is cursed, to be honest. I've watched a few things of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I don't think I've finished it all the way through. I think it freaked me out too much. It's been a long time since I've touched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, though. That was a long time ago. That was coming out when I was in, high school. A lot of work and talent put into it, but it gets some curse shit. And I think that's why it freaked me out so bad. It's freaky, but the perfect kind of freaky. I had a weak mind in high school. There was a lot going on. There was some things that I could not handle, understandably, in high school, and it was not one that I could stomach at the time. But I also don't know if I have interest in going back and watching it. It takes, for me, there's a few aspects that I need to have that make me interested to go back and watch something. Is technically wait, what? Why? Wait, really? Did they delete it off of YouTube? That's where it was all posted, right? It was YouTube? That's where I remember it from. That's interesting. Huh, I didn't know that. There are clips on YouTube, but it... Really? Holy shit, I didn't know that. That's interesting. That is very interesting. The more you know. The more you know. Well, that's a sad day For Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Fans everywhere. I know I've seen it. I did definitely see the first episode. That's for sure. It was adopted by another company and it got shut down before it was Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. The more you know. Thank you for sharing this fun fact with me. I did not know that. That is very interesting. Oh, fuck. What other parts am I thinking about from this episode? I'm trying to think of what other... The code. I'm going through my, things that I've posted to my friends. We talked about Ragatha. Does anybody else have any thoughts, theories about this episode that we haven't touched on? I think we touched on most of mine. That Ragatha might have higher perms than we thought. I have so many... This is the time, Callum. I'm here to talk. I'm here to discuss, because this is all that's on my fucking mind. It's hot as fuck in my room. It was like 88 degrees or some shit today. It was insane. Bubble is Kane's consciousness or leftover Abel code. Agreed. I don't know if I'd say... I think it's more leftover Abel code. I thought Bubble was part of Kane's consciousness before this previous episode. I would love to read it, Callum. I would love to. If you would share it. We hit 92 today. No, genuinely fucking insane. And it's supposed to pop up and down all this week here. Like, it's supposed to be hot as fuck tomorrow again, too. And the next day it's supposed to be, like, 50. Whatever. I'm just here for the experience. I still haven't watched any more of TADC. And if you ever do, I'm alright here to talk about it. I will always take a conversation about it. Always. You did? You can read it if you want. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As I click my way over. I didn't see you send this, sorry. Oh my god, holy shit, this is so fucking long. Wait, hold on. It's too big for my monitor over here. Sorry, I'm excited. You have written so fucking much on this. I'm so excited about this. Brick wall of text. That's hilarious. It snowed for you yesterday. We are on very different planes, my dude. Very different planes. Sent you a DM. Yeah, I'll take that right now before I forget. You're okay, honey. Don't worry. Keep me updated, please. Okay, I'm gonna fucking dissect this shit. I want you to know that. Do you want me to read this aloud? You can say no. Okay. Okay. Development 1990s. Kinger and Scratch were both coders for CNA who were working on... Oh, there's another thing. I am also taking it that Queenie works there as well. Don't know why the fuck she works there. But there was a reason why I thought that Queenie works there. It's leaving me right now. I think there was a desk that kind of gave that to me, but I know we see, or it feels like we see Kinger's desk at some point. Anyways, Kinger and Scratch were both coders for CNA who were working on creating an AI. They created a prototype represented by red dots and fed it information to help it develop. They created another, this time represented by blue, and contained the other AI to isolate it from the information and code they were feeding to the blue one. As the red AI was developing, it learned how to leave the containment, yes, and was hungry for more code to complete it. As a result, it consumed the code of the other AI and was able to create a whole world with the new code it was given. This could be a reference to Cain and Abel, yes, Adam's sons from the Book of Genesis, or to Am assimilating the Russian and Chinese supercomputers into him in I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. I believe it to be the latter, though, which I will get into later. Interesting. That's interesting that you think that over the religious References. This AI, while previously named by the developers, became so intelligent that it named itself. It chose the name Kane. Then it turned into an acronym, what you said earlier, to seem more professional. My take from it is that Kane was created and then abandoned. I think that's what you're saying. This and contained the other AI to isolate it from the information and code they were feeding. Interesting. I have a different view from you on this. I feel like they created Kane. He was scratched. I agree, because he was not outputting correctly first time around. The shapes that he outputs are very right. They're slow. Like whatever he does good at first. The second input that they give, the shapes are more wonky. The third one is really out there. And I think he just kind of like malfunctioned or didn't give them the results that they were looking for. So they scratched him, abandoned him and locked him here. And then the way I took it was jealousy, especially how he reacts to it in this newest episode, which I think it's interesting in AI to have feelings of that. I think that says a lot as well. Also could be part of the like malfunction is these feelings of possible jealousy. I will continue though, but I see you on, I think, a next door platform. Hello, Potato Man. How are you doing today? I've started my taxes. Dragon, you are stronger than I am, because I have not touched that shit at all. He could have named himself after the company, which could very well simply stand for Cain and Abel, unless Cain has it stand for that in the digital world and not the real world, solely to stroke his own ego further and make his version of the company solely focused on him. Dude, why didn't it pop up? There it is! Thanks, nerd! Thank you so much for the sub! What the heck? Dude, thanks! That's so nice! Thanks so much! My emotes are so outdated. But I really fucking appreciate you, dude. What the hell? Might as well. Hey, thank you. That means a lot to me. So thanks. I will let you slide this time. Hey, sometimes I don't let it slide. I don't let subs slide. This time, that was very unexpected, so thank you. I really do appreciate that. The only reason I started them is because my mom is helping me, and I have to give the form to her tomorrow. Yeah, you know what? That's fair. Hey, straight up. Now is the time. And you get this one chance. You get this one chance. That's it. That's all you get. Fuck. Make his version of the company solely focused on him. But if that's the case, it really does beg the question as to what CNA would truly stand for. There is a real European company named CNA, which stands for Clemens and August, the people who established it. It could very well be named after the people who established it or what the company is focused on, computers and AI. I like that. Computers and AI. Computers and advancement, what have you. I think computers and AI are computers. I lean towards that. I think that's a great idea. It's simple, but it would make sense. All these possibilities would fit into the theory. The first humans, 1996. Kinger noted Scratch to have a tendency to think outside the box, and he also has a brain tumor. Scratch was trying to make something, and his ideas were so abstract that the others had struggled understanding him. I think this is what caused the development of the AI to be given the ability to create its own digital world. And he was trying to make it possible for humans to join it, not to connect with and better understand the AI they were developing, but to cheat death. I fully fucking agree with that. He wanted to keep his mind preserved and join a digital world where he could live a cartoon-style life for the rest of his days, as opposed to staying in the real world to have his tumor rob him of his brilliance and eventually his life. Because of this, he created the headset to connect to the computer and join the immersive digital world with the AI he created. It almost makes me wonder if he did create it with the intent to leave, which I would hope for the sake of everyone else who got stuck there with him, that was left unfinished, that Cain destroyed so he could keep humans around to validate him, or if it wasn't even added at all because they left everything in the circus up to Cain because he created it in response to them developing him. Kinger's wife, Queenie, also joined, for which Kinger apologizes for getting her roped into this. That implies that she had no involvement in the creation of Kane, but entered the circus regardless. I imagine CNA needed more test subjects, and Queenie wanted to go with her husband as an adventure of their own prior to knowing that the AI's entire existence is centered around forming adventures. There were at least 4 other humans there. Yes. I'm not sure what to make of that design. In any case, all of them seem to have joined prior to those with an affiliation to CNA. Oh, that's interesting. I did not think of that. I felt like they all were joined at the same time. Hello, Magic! Hi, Magic! How are you doing, dude? So good to see you. What the fuck are you... Isn't it super late for you right now? What are you doing up? It's interesting since if all he knows in his programming is... and it's to fulfill this purpose, the crash out of being told constantly you suck at the one thing you're meant to do, that would make the average person also lose it after a point. I agree. I think his crash out makes sense. And I think it was satisfying to see. It was extremely satisfying to see. I'm also devastated. 3 a.m. Hey, dude. It happens. I keep missing the streams because it's super late, and that's on me. And that's on me, Magic. And I'm so sorry about that. I need to do earlier ones specifically for you. Specifically for Europeans. But I don't know how many Europeans I have. In general. So, I'll get on this. I'll work on this. I will. Because I do be starting a little late. As of recently, but I've been streaming more, so there is a chance for it to be earlier again. I'm building it up. Hey, you're right. Hey. You keep your streak if you watch 5 minutes of the VOD. Oh, really? See, I didn't know that. The more you know. There you go, nerd. There you go. Speaking of VOD, I need to upload the last VOD from here to YouTube. I haven't done that yet. I will probably do that after stream. Magic, how are you doing? It's been so long. How are you? Do you stream still? I also haven't seen you stream, but I think we're just on different time schedules in general. I also just turned back on. I had turned off every Twitch notifications in general as of recently, and I just turned them back on. I've only been going for a few minutes, and the text has already fried my brain. Dragon, you are the strongest of us all. I promise you that. Still doing my 4 streams a week? That's huge, Magic. That's so cool. Good on you for being consistent with it. That's really cool. Congratulations. That's fun. That's sick, actually. I'm not doing it by technicality. I'm in for the long haul. Hey, we're together here. There is a long haul to be had together, and I appreciate that, and I do appreciate that. I do. Have you seen Magic? Have you seen The Amazing Digital Circus? I don't know if we've ever talked about it. Wouldn't be doing it without the... Oh, not me. Oh, no. I have not, unfortunately. It's a good one. It's a good show. That's what we're discussing right now, is there's a new episode that released yesterday. And we are talking about the ins and outs of that episode. Theories and whatnot. Which it's a good one. It's on YouTube if you're ever interested in it. So, free, which is the best. The best way. I love Glitch. They're so good. So good. I think making content free, there's something special about that. We love free. We do. We really do. And I understand sometimes you can't do that, but the fact that they have done this whole thing free so far, yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's super cool. So if you ever hear us talk about something you have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, it's probably that today. I also plan to jump into Deltarune later, though. I don't know if you've ever seen anything about Deltarune, but we're on chapter 2 right now. Just started it, so I cannot wait for Knights of Guinevere. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Knights of Guinevere. So excited for it. That and Lackadaisy. I'm a little partial to Lackadaisy. There's something that I'm partial about it with. Oh, I'm so excited for Lackadaisy! I don't think I can say it why I'm partial to it, but there's a deep, you know what, I can show you my tattoo. And that might not click for anybody here, but that's why I'm partial to it. So, Gaslight District. I actually have not touched Gaslight District. It's one of the glitch shows that I haven't touched that I am interested in. Isn't there like one episode? It's also in production, I'm pretty sure. But still have not watched it, and I need to. Very excited for Knights of Guinevere. I love Lackadaisy It Scratches. It means so much to me. It means so much to me. I rewatched that episode actually recently. The pilot. Does that count as a pilot? I think it does. Just the pilot that's out, yeah. I still have to see it. Only show I really watch is Hell of a Boss. See, I have not touched Hell of a Boss. I've had people ask me if I have. I have not touched it. I watched a little bit of, what's it called? Has Been Hotel, which I believe they're in the same universe. Didn't finish it. I think it just was still coming out, and then I never returned to it, and then have not touched Hell of a Boss. I've heard many mixed reviews, but that I don't think that turns me away from it. I think I've just have found other, I just haven't got to it. I just have not watched it. One of my friends recently said they were going to watch it, and I was like, tell me your thoughts. And then that will help sway me. But I'm very excited for Lackadaisy. Very excited for Lackadaisy. All I know is people be simping. That's a main thing that I hear as well. That is also a main takeaway I have from Hell of a Boss. Okay, let me see your fucking thoughts. I also have I have a theory as well. You say the next human. They'll seem to have joined prior to those with no... Oh, sorry. I think I misread what you had said in your last one. In any case, all of them seem to have joined prior to those with no affiliation to CNA, which leads to my next point. I agree with that. That a first initial group is all tied to CNA. Yeah, I agree. The next human, 2008. In case any of you are lost on how I'm getting these years, yes, they are from the code. We see Kane and Scratch with the date October 15th, 1996, with Kinger having the date October 30th, 1996. Side note, it's formatted rather than the American date form, which is very nice detail. We can see Ragatha with the date. There's also a chance that it is just because it's an Australian company. Because I rewatched the entire thing recently, and in episode 4, the Spudsies one, everything is in Celsius. And I'm like, yeah. That's my only thought as to why. That's what my brain goes to immediately, is like, you are fucking Australian. But there also is there is a good chance that is linked to code. I don't think that's off the table. But the fucking Celsius, yeah, that's there is some influence there. Crikey, mate! Hello, Misha. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hey. Didn't know you were Australian. Wow, would you look at that? Hi, princess. Hi. How are you doing? I hope you are swell. I hope you are good. We're talking about a show right now. Thank you. Thank you. It's so nice seeing you in here. Thanks for joining. I've been doing a lot better with it, which is kind of fun. I've not been one to be good at consistencies. Very repetitively in my life. So it's nice to, like, have this surge of, like, what is it? Inspiration, I suppose? Motivation? All of the above. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace. This is what I've been looking for years. We're talking about, I don't know if you know what this is. We're talking about The Amazing Digital Circus right now. It's like a indie animation. They released a new episode yesterday. It's my hyperfixation right now. I've heard of it but not seen it. It's pretty good. I mean, I have a hyperfixation. I'm a little biased to say that. It is free, though, if you're ever interested. It's on YouTube, so it's good. I enjoyed it a lot. Should I click out for spoilers? If you don't want to hear spoilers, yes. Then yes. We are going into depth, and this is the, like, second to last episode that we're talking about right now. So it is very deep spoilers. TDC is my life right now. And I hate to say that, and I hate to say that I am in the same boat as you, and I hate it, and I hate it. Literally last night I had to drug myself to bed. I could not stop thinking. Let me pretend I can't hear. La 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 la! Thanks for popping in, though. That's so... It's very nice to see you. Cozy, hello, welcome in. Thanks for following. Hi, how are you? Hello, hello. Watched the first episode and was going to try and keep up with future episodes and fell way behind. It was so long ago, too. The first episode, my initial thought, Callum, was maybe October 15th, because it's repeated so many times, especially with the 2 different years, was maybe that was the day that the first episode was released, the pilot. But apparently the pilot was released October 13th, 2023. I double-checked that. Yeah. You also knowing that is so funny! That's so funny. I see you, dude. I do see you. Because I had one of my friends. I guess a lot of people also didn't see the newest episode release date at the very end of it. Don't know how that was missed. Because, I mean, maybe they just didn't stay throughout the entire premiere. But I had a lot of, like, friends that were like, is that when the new episode comes out? And I was like, no, what? They gave the date. They did give a date. It is not that one. I assure you that. I think I would die if it was in October. That is so long from now. It's so good. I got 3 years of show to catch up on is all I'm hearing. If it helps, there's like 1 episode every few months. There's only 8 episodes. So you've got 3 years of show to catch up, which amounts to 3 to 8 episodes, which are usually between... I want to say the shortest episode was maybe 25 minutes. There you go. Is that including the new episode, Callum? Okay, that's manageable. I haven't been able to watch the entire show. I've watched it through quite a few times, but I've never been able to sit down and watch it through in one sitting. But I have done it in 2 days, like 2 sittings before. 3.5. Yeah. That checks. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's great, though. It is manageable. It is manageable. That's the nice thing about it. I think I have rewatched it. Oh, I can't even give you a fucking amount of times that I've rewatched it. Especially there's certain episodes that I have rewatched. I think I watched 7 over 10 times. So many fucking times. Especially right when it came out. I rewatched it. I think I've seen this new episode, I want to say 5 times already. 5 or 6 times off the top of my head, and it came out yesterday. So I see you. I know there's people that have more, but to be fair, when I heard the last lines of the episode, sorry, I'm thinking about it. My brain had to system reboot and didn't notice. If I could show you, you know what? Actually, I can. It's in my Google Drive. I can show you my reaction to the last line, because I am. Oh, can we also, you are on the TV now? Hey, TV goers, what's happening? Good to be here. Happy to be here. Buena noche, Dominic. Thank you so much for coming in. It was so good seeing you again. Thank you for that 41 months once again. And the 5 gifted. Let's also not forget that. Sleep well, my friend. Thanks for hanging. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. Okay, hold on. I have to switch my account. Fuck, what was I gonna talk about? I had something in my brain. Oh! The fucking scene where... The merch is also really cute. The Kinger lamp, goated. The scene where Pomni comes, like, where she's zipped away. Where she's zipped away, while they're in the, like, cafe area, and then she's brought back with all the knives. The way that I like, hit the person next to me, I was like, that's a callback, that's a reference to something. Made my heart so full. Made my heart so full seeing that. Please don't automatically play. I'm begging you. Stop. Okay. Right! I think the insane people probably saw that one immediately. It was a very good callback. It literally was so excited to see that. Was so excited to see that. Can you see anything that you're not supposed to see in this? No, I don't think so. Okay, I could actually full screen it. Last time this didn't work. Yeah, I don't fucking know why. I use DuckDuckGo, and apparently you can't screen share. You can't, like, window capture with DuckDuckGo. Don't know why. Let me pull up Chrome. It always does gray, which is so interesting to me. Maybe it's like a security filter or something? I don't know, but that is something that I noticed last stream. Oh. Let's see, where are you? Recent. Okay. Hold on. Oh shit, I also forget that I have to reopen my Steam Deck every time. Watching it live and seeing the live chat lose it. I did not see the live chat because we had it on a TV. Also, this is not my best angle. I had this propped up against a candle on a table right in front of us, so just just a heads up. That was my angle being good was the least I was worried about. I was tweaking the entire time up to this episode. Was not what I was worried about. This. Okay. Hold on, let me move this down. Oh shit, one more. There we go. This, okay, I'm looking for specifically the very end. Okay, yeah, this is me being in shock pretty much the entire time. That's what the entire fucking thing is. I wonder if you're gonna get this audio. We'll see. You do. Oh, this is post. Okay. Oh, I scared the fuck out of Hender's cat. It's so blurry. The immediate to the holy shit, the last line of the show, I freaked the fuck out. I freaked the fuck out, dude. Holy shit. No, actually, Callum. Holy cow. I can't even imagine the live chat at that moment, dude. There's another moment in here when Kane loses his mind. Where is that? I will probably be able to tell. I thought it was around here. It might be here.
I need to solve.
Yeah.
You deserve the lesser of the
Everything, and they spit in my face.
Man, how did we not?
Okay. They know what I
killed.
They only think about themselves. They're
Yeah.
spoiled.
Trying to find
Better. I'm more powerful.
our reactions. You can't see Ricky. Hold on.
God. Ow. God.
What? Hannah laughing.
You got what you fucking wanted.
Ender at the very beginning of the episode was like, I need to see Kane crash out. So I said, you got what you wanted. So fucking, this entire, literally, that's exactly the what? I see you so hard, Callum. I see you so hard. Pretty much this entire episode is us going, what the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on, I gotta find where the screen cap is. There we go. Yeah. Oh shit, he's dead. Holy shit! See, that was my Zubul swearing. That was it for me. That was it for me. The entire fucking, unfortunately for the entire, like, what is it? The torture sequence. I was so leaned forward that you can't see me at all. I can't see my, I was so into it. I was too far into it. Golden retriever moment? Low-key, yeah. Low-key, yeah. It's probably a privacy browser thing indeed. That's what I kind of think with the, what is this? DuckDuckGo, yeah. I aspire to have such lively... See, the thing about that, nerd, is it's everywhere. We're in the fucking movies. Ricky, the one who's sitting next to me, Ender, they like to call me their Markiplier in the corner because I try so hard not to like speak out loud because I don't want to like ruin the experience for anybody else. I cannot help. Like I have to. I am moving and I am reacting before my brain allows me to think. Because some people don't fuck with that. Some people do not fuck with that at all. And I don't mean to. I really don't mean to. I don't want to annoy anyone. Hiring them, antagonizing him. Oh my god. The part where he says, that's another section in here that's a good reaction, is where he's like, where's Kinger? Like, everybody, like me and Anna are like, oh my god! I sit like a corpse while watching my most beloved things. Hey, and that's okay. And that's okay. There's no shame in that. You are just so locked in. You're just locked in. Fuck, where the hell was I with this? I've got your post on the screen over here. If we reacted to the finale together, it fucking would be. I know, if I could even record that long, because that's probably going to be what, like I think I've heard people think it's going to be like an hour. I'm trying to remember the parts that, the posts that Gooseworks has posted revealing-ish times. And I think it was like, I remember thinking it would be like an hour. Off the top of my head. That, yeah. Anyways, yes. Plan to also try and record as much as possible. I didn't expect my phone to have enough storage to record the whole thing. So that was nice. Okay, that's what I thought. So it's gonna be like around an hour long. Because I think this one was 32 minutes off the top of my head. 32 minutes, 50 seconds? I checked this last night because I was thinking about it, but I don't remember. It's not immediately right here. I don't even know how to use YouTube anymore, dude. Where's the subscriptions? Why is it home and then shorts? Whatever. 33 minutes, 50 seconds. Thank you, Callum. I knew you'd get there faster than me. Fuck, where are we? Okay, back to this. Back to your thoughts. In case any of you are lost in how I'm getting these years. Oh, yes. Blah, 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 blah. We can see Ragatha with the date October 15th, 2008. Kane was pleasantly surprised at a new human arriving, discovering that new arrivals, specifically those with no affiliation to or even knowledge about CNA, were possible. Now, in terms of what else this confirms, Ragatha has been in the circus for 18 years. Gooseworks confirmed her to be 30 years old. This means that if she aged during her time in the circus, she would have joined at 12. She did not appear any different from how she does now, which means she has been 30 years old since she joined. If she stayed in the real world... No, 18 years? I think it would be... It wouldn't be 18 years. It would be... What is it? 9 years. If the date... If we're going off of the assumption... Yes, Goose, which you bring up later, Goose confirmed that TADC takes place in 2017. If it's 2017, she joined in 2008. 9 years. That means, though, Kinger has been in the circus for about... Unless that's what you meant to put. I see what you're... Okay, I see what you're saying. That makes sense. Hey, that's okay. Hey, easy mistake. I get you. Imagine 18 years there. I mean, Kinger's been there, but we've seen how that affects him. She would be Kinger's age, which is 48. Ooh, 48. Where'd you get that age from? I feel like I've seen everybody's ages except for Kinger's. I know what everybody else's ages are, but I know that she was also... Was it Tumblr? I might have just missed that post. Because in the original post where she has everyone else's... Maybe I missed it. Hi, Tara. Hi, how are you? How was your trip? 48 checks. 48 does absolutely check, though. How was your trip, dude? So good to see you. And hi, Atlas. How are you? Good to see you. Cosmic Entity. Hi, how are you? Thanks, guys. Hello. What's up with you? I missed your last 2 streams because I was out of state. Are you back home? Well, if you are, welcome home. Good, I had my presentation on my research to the American. It went so well. For my dissertation? Tara, you're the coolest bitch I know. You're the coolest girl I know. The fuck? That's awesome. To the American Physics Society? What are you researching? You might not be able to say it in a way that I will understand, but I will listen. That's awesome, dude. Physics education research? That's so cool. Dude, you are so fucking cool. That's awesome. Massive fucking congratulations. I'm so happy it went well. It looks like your trip was very nice from the little bits and pops that I saw of it. I'm not able to stay long tonight. That's okay, Atlas. Thank you for being here at all. It's so good to see you. I wanted to stop in and say hey, and I love you so much, Galaxy. I love you, twin. Thanks for popping in. I hope you have a good sleep. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for coming in, even just for a second. It was good seeing you. I'll stream again so that you can come back, so you can come hang out. Have a good night. Sleep well. Ah, thanks. I've been drinking this apple juice. This will be my name of my presentation, Understanding Students' Difficulties with Wave Behavior Across a Boundary. That's so fucking interesting! That's super fucking interesting. Wow. That is so cool. I'm happy it went well. That is so sick, dude. Congratulations. That is so fucking cool. You are doing big things. Bigger than I. And it is so the coolest ever. So the coolest ever. Just so you know. In case you didn't. Because that's awesome. But welcome back home. I'm happier. I'm doing my damnedest, and dude, it is seen. I want you to know it is seen. Your brain is huge. So genuinely. That is so fucking cool. Well, welcome back home. I'm sure Cheeto missed you. Ah, in all of her orangeness. Love her to death. Love her to pieces. I don't know if you know what this is. We're talking about... She's all over me? Yeah. Yeah, no. I already know. I have her treats since she was so good. Oh, baby. I love her so much. She's so sweet. She's so good. Best orange cat I know. She's a good one. She's a very good one. I love her to death. We are talking about The Amazing Digital Circus right now. A new episode came out yesterday. And we are dissecting it at the current moment. Fuck, where was I? We don't know the join dates. I haven't seen it yet. I will go away for spoilers. Thank you, Soldier, for coming in here. It's so good seeing you, Tara. I hope you have a good time home with your little lady. Thanks for popping in. It was so good seeing you. I'll probably be playing Deltarune later if you're interested in watching that. Speaking of, I took an edible. Dude, you're about to have such a good time. You are about to have such a good damn time. I was thinking about doing Deltarune tonight as well. But damn, we're an hour and a half in already. I just really like talking about this subject. I might end up tiring myself out before we get to Deltarune. But we'll see. But we'll see how much energy I have by the end of this. I figured we'd just talk about it until we don't have anything to talk about anymore. Dude, Callum, I think you deserve it, mate. After your 3-hour exhortation. How far are we into this? Holy shit! Okay, let's go through this. Let's go through this. The time between. We don't know the join dates of any other characters, just the order in which they joined. Excluding abstracted characters, we know that Ragatha goes after Ragatha goes as followed. Jax, Gangle, Zubul, Pomni. We don't know anything about what they were like when they first joined, or if the abstracted characters joined before or after they did. The closest we get to gaining any new information on this is Jax saying everything was alright until you and Zubul came along. Yeah. I kind of thought that list that you just... Yeah. How many pages is it? It's 1 page. It's just a scroll. It's a scroll. Yes, yes. I would say we're halfway scroll through on the scroll meter. So we're getting there. We're getting there. It implied that the reason why he's miserable is because he watched Ribbit extract and that he doesn't want to make friends again after what happened with her. This probably means that Ribbit either extracted before Zubul joined. That was my understanding, is that is how the timeline went as well. I agree with you. And viewed Zubul as the replacement, or that Ribbit abstracted after and Jax blames him for it. I think that my understanding of it is that Jax, I kind of feel like, in my opinion, Jax blames himself. I think him and Kaufmo had a falling out because of it, which is why his reaction is the way it is during all the scenes that involve Kaufmo. I believe that Zubul came after Ribbit. Yeah. And I think Ribbit's abstraction damaged him and Kaufman's relationship. Because from what I could tell, Zubul just is not clocked into any of his emotions when it comes to. I also kind of think Ribbit was before Gangle. For some reason, I just feel like Gangle wasn't there as well. I think Ribbit might have abstracted before Gangle got there, and then Gangle was there when Kaufman. Obviously, everyone else was there when Kaufman was there as well. I just wonder if externally he'd blame them to keep them from that. And I could see that. Pookie, let me switch over to my computer and watch you on the bigger screen. $1, I'll see you there. $1, I'll see you there. That's my thought process, at least with that. Because it seems like a nicer relation. It seems like the relationship between Jax and Gangle is just specifically between Jax and Gangle. Why the fuck was Pookie... Wait, is Pookie censored for you? It's not censored for me. Dude, no Pookie's allowed. No Pookie's allowed. But I agree with your thought process here. I do. The Last You in 2017. Goose confirmed that tadc takes place in 2017. Yes. Despite previously implying that it took place in the 90s. I think this is because while the events of the show are in 2017, the circus was created in the 90s, and as such, it's more about the timeline or just to throw fans off because it's funny. Regardless, I'm getting off topic here. Let's continue. Because the circus takes place in 2017, Pomni had to have joined then. She's only been in the circus for a relatively brief period of time, so it's doubtful that much time has... I agree. I think maybe she's been there a few months maxed. I don't think she's been there very long. It seems like from how the first episodes go, it is very, very quick. It is going by quick. I even kind of think it might be within a month's time span. I don't know if that's crazy to me to say, but I think she's brand new. No Pookie allowed. Chat, can I get a number 1 to 3? I'll let chat answer. I'll let their consensus be it. I'm making it my own version of what happened based off what you're saying. I love that. I love that. You're creating a vision in your mind. Pookie's a bad word. So did you just call me a bad word? Is that what just happened, $? Did you just call me a bad word? Right. Right. 0 was not an option. Avatar's an abstraction. I think this is a very interesting piece, too, because I feel like we got pieces of this from Kane's monologue. 1.2. Apparently I did. I finished as much of the text as that I can understand, and I'm proud of you. Hey, that's what matters. That is what matters. Not only does Kane mention accessing the mind files of the humans, and then we also see them as well, who joined the circus. Oh, that's literally what you say! That's so funny! But we also see a folder on Kinger's computer labeled CA Neural Scans Obsolete. That's funny as fuck. This is likely where those files are, and they probably are files relating to self-perception and what character would best suit them. But it also implies that the headsets scan their brains when they join as well. I wonder if it's like Infinity Train, where their memories are processed before they wake up in a car. I actually haven't seen Infinity Train. I need to. You were thorough. Hey, right there with you. I wonder if it's like Infinity Train, where their memories are processed before they wake up in a car with a number that best matches the situation they're in. If their avatars are based on mind files, abstraction is likely when those files become corrupted, because those files determine their physical form. Corrupting them will alter it into a virus-like creature. All corrupted files turn out the same, and thus their abstracted corruption designs are also the same. I like that analysis. The other AI. Most might assume that the other AI is Abel. However, we already have an Abel, which made me start to think that Cain and Abel, scripture reference as a whole, was just a red herring. However, we see Bubble talking to Cain in a way we've never heard him speak before. I have thoughts on this. We see Bubble talking to Cain in a way we've never seen him speak before. He says to Cain, "You really were the lesser of the two." He knows shit. That's what implies he's not the other, because in that case he would simply say us rather than the two. So who is the other? I like that. I like that you saw that. Well, for the time being, I will refer to the other AI as Abel as I speculate on what really happened and what Bubble really is. I think there's a chance that Abel is still the name of the other AI, simply because I think, because Abel is the name that was given to this, what is it, the AI, whatever, the placeholder for the, well, on the guns and stuff like that, it says Cain and Abel. I don't think Abel is actually this NPC. I think that perhaps Cain could have taken the name inspiration from something else. It seems like he does create names. He can create names out of what I'm assuming is nothing. Like he named Gummy Goo, Glowing Queen. I'm also forgetting the princess's name. I think her name was Lily or something. Anyways, it's not crazy that he just made up a random name as well, but part of me thinks that he took a name from maybe the other AI, which might have been Abel. It would be crazy if the other AI was named Abel, only to Cain to years later make an NPC to follow his orders and then delete. Wait, yeah! You're getting too smart. Time to delete. Wait, yo, Rage. That's a good one. That's good. Yeah, no, that part. Oh, yeah, Lou. It was Lou, not Lily. I knew it was an L. Yes, that is correct. Yes, I agree. I like your, because for some reason Bubble has not felt. I want to see what you continue to say about this, but very interesting. Hello, C's! Hello, how are you? Ultimate payback? No, low-key, yeah. Low-key, yeah! I could totally fucking see that. I think the main thing, thank you for lurking, Dragon. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I think the main thing that keeps me on there is still another Abel is because in the Guns Adventure there was guns that said Cain and Abel on it. It's main reason. Unless he's taking the name from that. Well, I don't know, because why would the fuck... Whatever. You see. Hey, that's okay. Hey, and that works just as well. I previously theorized that Bubble was an extension of Cain's code. He does work for Cain, such as cleaning and cooking. He lives in Cain's hat. He also always follows Cain around. At first, I thought the episode confirmed my theory, but then I realized it actually seemed to suggest the opposite. They share code not because Bubble was made from Cain, but because Cain made himself from Bubble. By this, I mean that Abel was the original AI that Bubble was supposed to be. Hold on, let me process that. By this, I mean that Abel was the original AI that Bubble was supposed to be. But when Cain devoured Abel, there was some leftover code that still kept another sentient AI entity separate from Cain. But instead of the other AI still being Abel, it became a different AI entirely, as it only had the smallest fraction of code that defined it, and either shared the rest or lost it entirely. While I'm not very familiar with I Have No Mouth and I'm a Screen, I imagine Bubble is like the Chinese and Russian supercomputers where Kane absorbs him but can't fully control him, which caused him to want to overthrow him at all costs. We also see Bubble trying to delete Kane, even though Kinger was trying to stop him. I think that what Bubble was trying to do is free himself from Kane. I agree with that. And become whatever AI he was originally supposed to be. But because they share so much code, it backfired and he deleted himself as well in the process. I don't know for sure if Bubble was deleted. I don't know for sure. Because we don't see Bubble disappear. There is no Bubble. So there's a chance he is just still there. Some other reason I think Bubble originated from the blue AI is because he himself is blue and Kane is red. And Kane was in charge of the red button while Bubble handled the blue. I think also, yes. Oh, fuck, you're right. Yeah, he wasn't in the end credits, you're right. He also could have changed shape. I think in the... Hi, Josie! Hi, Josie, how are you? Good to see you! Hello! We're talking about tadc. I don't know if you know much about that, but that's what we're on. And then I'm playing Deltarune Leader. I know you're a Deltaruner, aren't you? I know that. I've heard that. You do! Welcome! Have you seen the new episode? Because that's what we're talking about. Yeah, I know that about you. Because I think I was talking to people about it, like salting them, and they were like, oh no, I think somebody, I don't remember who it was. It was like Abraxas, I think, or Salt, or somebody was going to go play Deltarune with you, and I was like, oh my god, I'm playing Deltarune right now. And I'm abnormal. That's what we're doing right now, Josie. That's what we're being abnormal right now. We're talking about it right now. I think... Well, welcome in. You came to the right fucking stream, dude. You came at the right time. What if Bubbles' baby was mitosis to preserve him? Callum. That's a good one. That's a good one right there. I like that. I like where you're thinking. I like where you're headed. I think... So, in the code... Oh, fuck. That's what I was doing. I was pulling up the code. The screen, I think it's in the screenshot I already have up. Yeah. In the code, the original code, we have Bubble Chef. Therefore, like, we already have that in the Kane's code. Like, we have, I kind of, it's like a mixed, it's not a complete finished thought and idea that I have, right? But I think this Bubble Chef right here, that is that is putting a wrench in things in my brain. I know, Kingery's name drop, fucking crazy, by the way. We haven't even discussed that, y'all. We have not mentioned that at all. Holy shit. I think it's Grant. Just saying. I've seen some people have some... Oh fuck, I saw a post that was about some, like, actual real guy. I think his name was, like, Steve something. I think it might have been Grant. Who was, like, a real programmer in 1996. Don't know if that's true. I don't have any opinions on that, but I think there's a possibility that this other AI, I don't know if I think the other AI was created to be Bubble. I kind of think Kane fucked up. You know, that AI, that project did not go the way that they were expecting it to, which is why they scrapped it, started a new one, and then, you know, Kane swallowed him whole. But I can see this other AI now taking the form of something that already exists in the game, if that makes sense. That is where my thought process is at the moment. I think Scratch is Adam because he was the first human and the father of Cain and Abel. Very interesting. If we get a Scratch name drop, that's gonna be fucking crazy. I like that thought, though. I like that thought. The Wacky Watch website is still static, by the way. Interesting. I do know that some people, after refreshing it a ton of times before this past episode, they'd get red and blue. Don't know if anyone's tried that this time. Don't know if that's still happening this time. It would make sense that it's pure static, though, right now. Yeah, the Kane is dead. I think Abel was the blue one, of course. I think Bubble is like an incomplete version of Abel that was just kept because they got eaten. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. An incomplete version of Abel. That's interesting. I like that theory. Cain gave Abel a lobotomy. Yes. Wait, fuck, where was I? I see Bubble originated from the blue AI is because he himself is blue and Cain is red, and Cain was in charge in the red button while Bubble handled the blue. Also, an interesting thing to point out is I saw this on Twitter, so this is not from my own brain, but Pomni, the differences between first episode and the most recent episode, when she's looking in the mirror, she uses her blue hand to like touch her face for the first one, and then the red hand in the new one, like kind of signifying her difference between like looking for an exit and then accepting that she will be there forever. Fuck! No! Damn it! I hate symbolism. It hurts me so. It hurts. Oh shit! I pressed. Sorry, I pressed something. Yeah, there we go. I BRB'd screened. I just got I was devastated. Okay. That's my baby girl. Pomni's my favorite. Pomni is my favorite. So I have very strong feelings for her. Next, you talk on the Void. I also feel it's worth mentioning that the Void was such a big part of the pilot and appeared at the end of the most recent episode. I think that's because this is a digital world for AI to dwell in and develop as they take care of humans who wind up in it. But because he's the only one of his kind, there aren't any other neighboring digital realms powered by AI for them to go to. It's just a gap in code that will never be complete. Oh, I like that. I like that thought. I also find it interesting that I always think about this line in the very first episode when Cain gets Pomni from the Void. He says like something about being spoiled, like you don't want to like spoilers. Something about spoilers. I usually have the exact line in my head, but right now it's leaving me. But something about you don't want to be like spoiled now or something like that. Okay, but question, is Jax wearing a fursuit or did he just get his skin peeled? I think he got his skin peeled, dude. I fully think that man was skinned alive. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Fully. But I think he was skinned alive. I think it was symbolism for having himself, like, be, like, in a, fuck. Words are not my forte. In a way, like, it's his, like, mask being torn off. They are, especially because it was them, his friends, like, tearing the skin off of him. They are seeing underneath and then continuing to laugh at what is underneath his thing, his mask metaphor. Someone's venturing out into the void. They'll get totally spoiled. I think that line sits with me so often. What the fuck does that mean? I've been trying to bring that back around for so long now. What does that mean? And I still have not come back to it yet. Oh, it was just funny as fuck in my opinion. And you're right, they did tear his fursuit off of his skin, and I feel sorry for the guy. Those are expensive. This is in its own clueless entertainment for me. I know, the fact Pomni was there. I like their relationship a lot. I'm a big fan of their relationship. It is so important to me. So important to me. Especially in the new teaser. Like, oh my, everything. Anyways, damn it. Oh shit. I think it's because there's no code or it's broken because there's no AI to power it. Human minds aren't meant for broken code. I can see that. Dude, you and me both, Josie. Who's everyone's favorite characters here? I just want to know. Jax is an interesting creature to me, and that his development, like Josie said, yeah, yeah. Kane and Ragatha. Ragatha's scene! Holy shit! Ragatha's torture? That's fucking crazy. If I may say, an opinion here, I'm a little disappointed by Pomni's torture sequence scene. As I know many people are, I don't give a fuck that Gummy Goo's there. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he meant a lot to her. I kind of wish Ragatha and Jax were in it too. I wish that they were also tearing her apart. That would have made everything to me. Oh. Hi, Salt! There are spoilers here. Just this is to be careful. Hi, hello, how are you? How it's good to see you. Yeah. Sorry. I've never seen it so you, Galaxy. Hey, thank you. I can't. No, right, Josie? I agree. It's okay, I muted. I love you. Salt Cypher. I saw speculation that Pomni's torture was so limited because Kane didn't have enough data to establish a fully fleshed experience. I could see that. I have thoughts on that. Because I figure most of what he gets is from their mind data files, the scans that he has. But I can take that as I can take that. Because I am disappointed. So I will take anything that satisfies my disappointment. My friend just re-pierced the left side of home. Are you okay? Holy shit. Ragatha, you never try to comfort or understand us. You're my shit. Literally, bro. Pulled out the most insane shit for Ragatha. Holy shit. Whoo. Oh, Ragatha's hit the deepest, I think, for myself. I think I'm piecing it together. They are cannibals that tear each other apart. And Jax feels bad about... And I think I think that's not a bad takeaway from what you've gotten from this stream alone. I don't think that's a bad takeaway. That or does that show that it takes time for mind files to fully develop into the system? Does he actually have mind scans though, or just advanced prediction algorithms based on their behaviors? The only reason I say mind scans is because I feel like there's a few things. There is a specific you have the exact name in here. There is a file in the coding scenes that is CA neural scans obsolete. Also on the headset there is like a laser warning sign on it. There is a few reasons why I think there are brand scans, but enough to say that it is or is not. It could also be a mixture of prediction algorithm. A single tear was shed. Your strength, Citrus, is insane. Insane. Absolutely crazy. Go put some fucking cleaner on that bitch. Oh yeah, there should be one last section of my post. I decided to get a little sad in my wait, okay. There is one last section. You're right. We have gone through this. It has taken us a while. Where will it go from here? These are all Callum's thoughts, by the way, for anyone who has joined late. Callum made a whole post about it, and so we're reading through the post, and then dissecting it from there. Where will it go from here? If Kinger took part in creating the AI, he could probably do it again. They may not be the exact same as before, but that is kind of what they want anyway. But there's also the chance that they'll come across a failsafe of some kind, such as a disk or additional file to preserve any code they lost. I think Kinger is going to try to recreate Kane, at least in some degree, and if not Kane, then maybe another AI to run the digital world. I think they would try to test if Conjuring still works there, and since they are still users, it will, just with more difficulty. Goose also said that the theme of the show is there's meaning to be found in stagnant life, which implies that they won't leave. I also don't think they're leaving. I think that once Kinger brings back the AI, they won't be able to leave, so it instead ends with them redoing the theme song. Oh, and the pilot to come full circle. I like that part. Yeah, I could see that. I could also see there's an AU that somebody on Tumblr has I've seen them talk about. Don't remember the exact name of the AU, but it's like basically in this specific AU, it's Kane and Kinger like working together to run the digital world now, and they have like 24/7 open like worlds that people could go to. I like that concept. I think that's cute. I don't know if that's actually what's going to happen, especially because Kane has talked about like not allowing prolonged NPCs go about, whether that's from fear or just not a possibility. Yeah, that they'll get too smart. We did. Don't worry. The TV's so far behind. Damn it! Hey, that's okay. I was never. Apparently, I was never meant to be on TV. Fucked up, by the way. How are we? BB, so fine. How are you doing today? I've always thought that if the end isn't them escaping, the last scene would be a recreation of the theme song. I like that. I don't think they're escaping. And I that saddens me because I think I want the best for these people, and I do think they're just brain scans. I don't think their bodies are connected. I do think they will be stuck there forever. And that is so sad, so very sad to me, and I don't want that, but I think that is what is going to happen. I would love to see the recreation of the theme song. I didn't even think about that. I like that idea a lot. So much. To expand on my understanding, Kane tore apart Abel, feels bad about killing him, and makes guns, I think? Something like that. More like Kane consumed Abel. I don't know if there's guilt in that, though. I don't think there's guilt. That's not the way I interpreted it. Maybe inferiority? What are you guys doing? We're talking about the Amazing Digital Circus. I don't know if you know what that is, but we are talking about a new episode that came out on yesterday. I want them to live happy lives, but deep down I know they're so cooked. Rage, I'm right there with you. So fucking unfortunately. I think they're totally brain scans because of Rakatha's reaction to getting dropped in and because of what Goose posted in a Q&A. Which Q&A? Tell me about it. Tell me. I've read a lot of Goose's stuff, so, and yeah. Apparently I've missed some things, though. Not crazy. Not a crazy thing. Insecurity is a good word for it. Thank you. That's a very good word for it. No guilt. I agree. There is no guilt there. There is no guilt when it comes to torturing everyone else either. Guilt is not even in his character profile. Especially after what Zubul said about wanting to make a mark in the world. I know! But I think that they are out there making a part in the world, but it is just so tragic that in this form of Zubul, they will never have that chance. It's kind of like any... their experience reminds me so much of Adventure Time, specifically, like, Grassfin or Fern. Fern is made... Adventure Time spoilers! It's been out for so fucking long. Fern is basically Finn, alternate to, like... Finn, has lived his entire life as Finn, is made into a sword. There's a whole fucking thing. And then, like, a grass, magic, like, kind of, joins with him, and he can never be Finn again. He is not ever going to be Finn. He is now Fern. He is forced to become something else. And I feel like he is kind of... He's lived his whole life as Finn and now cannot do that anymore. I feel like that is exactly what these characters are going through as well, which is so fucking tragic. So fucking tragic, dude. Holy shit. Is Abel an actual character? I made that up based off of biblical. Yes, from what a lot of are believing, there's an episode with guns, and on the guns, there's a company called C&A, but on the guns there is Cain and Abel spelled out, assumedly. I don't know if that's the name of the company, but Abel has been listed. Also, there's an NPC as the name Abel, but I don't think that's Abel. The one where some asked, "What's a message you want to take away from TADC?" and they said there's a lot of meaning to be found. No, I agree with that. No, yeah. I also think they're not getting out because of that. I think the biggest question is whether, especially in the new teaser, Jax is gonna abstract. I don't think he is. Part of me doesn't think he is. But damn, is the new teaser today scaring me. I don't think he is. I think if somebody abstracts, it's going to be a shock. I feel like I also heard that somewhere, is that it has been said that if someone abstracts, it will be shocking. But also, that could be taken as Cain, if that makes sense. We're doing friends' nostrils now. Hello, Uwu Nicholas Uwu07. Welcome in, Nicholas. How are you doing today? So good to have you here. Love the username. I want to get my nostrils fucking done too, and I trust you. Hey Citrus, I trust. I honestly had you muted because you were talking TDC, and I trust. I don't care anymore. You're so funny. You've given up at this point. We're talking on the ends. I feel like we've been talking about this for 2 hours. I feel like we've talked about every in and out. There's gonna be another 30 minutes. We're gonna find somehow to talk about this. There is also the Abel NPC ones. I also don't think that is going to be the last of the name Abel that we see. I would be shocked if it is. I'm a dip again. Thanks for hopping in, BB. I hope you have a good night. Thank you for following. So good having you here. Assumedly, like, that will make an asset of you and me. Shut up. Shut up. Assuming anything about a glitch/goose where show is asking for trouble. Yes, comma. I feel like there have been a lot of correct assumptions thus far. I feel like a lot of theories that I've seen have come to fruition. Which is my only... I could keep going for 10 more. Dude, we're on this. I'll send my... Come on, yeah. Help me out, bro. I would love both my nostrils done. That would be awesome. Thanks so much. The emo too, and I know that's right. And I know that's right. Every emo knows exactly what they're doing. When it comes to hair dyeing, when it comes to tattooing, when it comes to piercings, I'll put my life in an emo's hands. And that's the fucking truth. Thank you, friend. That means so much to me. Thank you, friend. Thank you so much. Someone abstracting feels like it would be a lot for the rest of the cast too. My sock has a hole in it. That is so... Sorry. Damn it. Just figured that out. Someone abstracting feels like it would be a lot for the rest of the cast to unpack on top of everything else. So unless someone abstracts at the very beginning, I personally don't find it likely. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. I can agree with you. That's your theory confirmation right there. Also, I'm gonna go insane. Is what I am. Or they could put it at the end as the final. Oh, that would be so fucked up. That would be so fucked up, actually. Actually, I would react insane. Same, dude. I would freak the fuck out. Holy shit. Is there anything else to speak on of it? Does anybody else have any points? Things to bring to the table? I think I've shared my piece. I think the Void will come back, obviously, especially because That's kind of where we ended. I think there is another AI that exists there, especially because it was talking to Kinger. I think we will see that AI, whoever it is. I can see Bubbles' baby, you mentioning that, Callum. I could see that. I could see... Part of me still thinks something strange with Ragatha, because why was Ragatha's fucking information there? Wait, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T... Yeah, okay. I was trying to see if alphabetically, if S came before R. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. Okay. Sorry. I needed to double check. Because it goes... in the code, it goes Scratch's information, then Ragatha's information. I think it's so interesting that only Scratch and Ragatha are there. I think that's so fucking interesting. Which is why... I also don't know if 10:30 is the date that Kinger goes in. I think that's something you mentioned as well. Somewhere in here, because... Is that the screenshot? It is. Oh, fuck. Wait. This screenshot might not... There is more above this screenshot in the actual show, but I took this picture with different reasons in mind. There is... Hold on, let me just pull up the fucking... Let me just pull it up. The only reason I think that, because then that would mean Kinger went in 15 days later. Maybe he was trying to figure out what the fuck happened. I don't know. But everyone seems to be confused at the same time. Which is why I think they all went in at the same time. Let me load this up. There it is. Okay. So, my main thought on that, right? Oh, shit. Damn it. Hold on. Give me a sec. System King Solution 2.0. Is that the name of his computer? Is King Solution 2.0? Is that what that means? That's the part that gets me. Is that Digital Circus mainframe, host Digital Circus. I've seen somebody talk about how King Solution 2.0 could be like a program that was run. Now that I see system before, it makes me think maybe that's his computer's name. But I've seen somebody speculate that it might be a program that was run on 10:30. Maybe there was something wasn't going right for the first 15 days. Somehow they got a computer put through a patch or some shit like that happened on the 30th. Also a thought. Also an observation. This might be the last episode I get canon lines from, to quote Bubble, on for my impression. No. Heartbreaking information. Heartbreaking information. Truly and honestly. Yeah, because we don't know if we'll see Bubble again in the form that we have known them. Yeah, I think those are all my thoughts. I think Ragatha might have something bigger to do with it, because I think it's interesting only her and Scratch are there. I kind of still think that Ragatha might have, like, ultimate god perms. or, you know, like, ultimate perms, administration perms, because while Kinger was administration, he still couldn't do some stuff, but it's interesting that the root wheel is what really gets me there, in those lines of code. But then I wonder why that would be. Who the fuck was with her when she went in? Because I thought for a long time that she went in maybe because she was trying to sell the place. As in, because, you know, the thought of, like, it's abandoned, that's why a lot of these other people went in there. But if Ragatha went in to sell it, that would kind of all make sense. Also, though, I think they're all admins, that's why they can conjure. Yes. right here. I can't point out with my mouse to you, but in Ragatha's, a lot of those code right there. Let me zoom it forward. It says root wheel. Specifically, Ragatha also says root wheel. But also, they might all be admins, but is there a higher administration? Technically, I usually think no, but makes me wonder why Scratch and Ragatha are up there and nobody else is. So, my thoughts on that. Yeah. Thinking about anything else? Which he also has root wheel. Kane also has root wheel on here. Kane core. So is Bubble Chef. So is whatever the fuck paraphernalia engine is. If following conventional rules, root is the highest level of admin on a system. Right, yes, exactly. Which is why I'm wondering if Ragatha and Scratch share the same level as Kane does. Or say Bubble. Because they have such high. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Yeah. Which it could then be Ragatha rebuilding the circus, not Kinger. With Kinger's help, probably. Or with anybody's help. Like, if she has that level of... If that is what it is. Yeah, whole thing. Yes. Especially the equipment needed for... Maybe didn't think about NPCs. It's not a bad one. That's a solid idea. I like that idea. Because it could be any amount of... Yeah. I like that. I took it as, props and shit like that, but I like NPCs. I feel like that carries more weight with it. Hi! Like Cuba Gooding Jr. Now, who is this? Who's Cuba Gooding Jr.? I don't think I know any of these movies, unfortunately. Sorry, Cuba. I don't mean to just slander your name. I hope he has a good night, too. You know what? I support that notion. I hope he also has a good night. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Joy! Hi, Joy! Hi, hello! He was in Snow Dogs. I don't think I know what Snow Dogs is. I see it right here. I don't think I've seen this. It looks funny. It looks like a comedy. Oh, it's a Disney movie. Yeah, so that... Because they're sentient enough to make sense to have admins, but they're not sentient enough to count as beings of their own, so they're counted as equipment or paraphernalia. I like that idea. Maybe that's why also Kane is worried about them having too long of a runtime, because if they get too smart, then they might figure out that they do have these... the same level of administration that, say, Kane does. I do not know what is going on, and I haven't watched TADC, so I will sit and listen. Well, it is lovely to have you here, Joy. Thank you for coming in. Oh, shit, yeah. So I agree with you that that's probably NPCs. I like that idea. I didn't even think about that. And that would make sense. That makes so much... That's crazy. Very interesting. I am... Any other props? Any other points? Any other things anybody else wants to mention? Or do we want to jump into Deltarune for a little bit? What are our thoughts? I think I've said my pieces, but if anyone else has pieces to say, I will more than happily contribute. I know that's right, girl. I know that's right. Deltarune fire! Deltarune fire! Right now, Soleil is working on... Summary, I'm crazy. Soleil is working on an edit of TADC, and we were messaging earlier about lyrics that could match up with different scenes and meanings. It's gonna be fire, y'all! It's gonna be a fire edit! Fire edit! Girl, I'm also crazy. I've been talking for 2 hours non-stop about this. I'm so excited to see it, Soleil. I'm so excited to see what you put together. I know, and I should have known. And I should have known. I gave my friends the estimate it would be like a 45-minute conversation about TDC when I was mentioning Deltarune tonight. Because I need my voice actors. Why did Kane turn into Sonic.exe with the I am God, though? I think that was an unstability error. I don't think he was stable when he gained his power, and I think he just broke. I think he was unstable to begin with, and it hit a limit. What are your thoughts, Sim? Did you watch the new one? I know you had a few episodes. I think it has been that amount of time. True, I just wanted to joke about Sonic dying. But you're right. But you're right. What are your thoughts? What's your immediate reaction? Like an AI consuming too much information and glitching out. Where have I seen that before? Crazy. Literally. Exactly. King, you're my fucking goat. King, you're my fucking goat. Always has been, always will be. Also, Pomni, my fucking goat. Always has been, always will be. Oh, that's baby fucking girl. I love that she's the main character. I eat up every scene with her, every take charge that she has. I'm obsessed with her. I love her so fucking much. Oh! Her taking charge in the episode? Yes, babe! I love you! I love you, Pomni! Oh my god. Reminds me of when super early ChatGPT days, people were spamming with the monologue and it actually wait, did it actually? I don't think I knew that. Why? What the fuck? What the fuck? I fully agree with you, Callum. He ate that shit up. Alex tore that, and I literally was watching it back with the intention to admire his voice acting, especially the I am God scene. Fucking ate that shit up. Holy shit. He does it great the entire fucking episode, but him really, I feel like that was really a strong point. Also his singing, just highest regards. He really fucking killed it. He did so fucking good. This being like one of his first big roles too, I think they found the most perfect person for Kane. I think it just is genuinely a perfect fucking fit. I think everyone's a perfect fit, but really, he killed it. Did so good. Holy shit. Zubo going, holy shit, at the end made me laugh really hard. I freaked out. I literally showed people because I recorded my reaction to it. I plan on editing the interesting parts later down into a much shorter video than me just staring at the screen the whole time. But I freaked the fuck out when I first saw that. No, actually. Especially during the biblically accurate Cain scene where he became full am on. Yeah, no, agreed. His work is incredible. He did so good. He did so good. I only see his career flourishing from here, and that makes me very exciting. Makes me very excited for him because he deserves a very flourishing career in voice acting. Depends on what the challenge is. Gustav spammed in dub and wanted his voice specifically, so when he auditioned, this casting was an easy choice. And she made the best choice ever. Yeah, girl. Praying he's booked and busy after the series ends. I can imagine he is. If he's not already, I seriously fully expect to see him in more stuff and will be so incredibly disappointed if he's not. I also know that Glitch kind of, will continue using voice actors' voices in already existing shows. They will use their... I see a lot of the same voice actors in their shows, and so perhaps could be one of those things where it is, once again, he's just within Glitch as well. Has more opportunities. It's amazing to me how Jax didn't think it was real this entire time. I get that it was probably a coping mechanism, but still, that was a cool character detail. I really enjoy the scene where he goes out and he's like, oh my god, it's real. Really fucking enjoy that scene. I like it a lot. I fully agree. I think it's funny, too, because he makes fun of Pomni episode 1 for thinking it's a dream. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. So fucking love that scene so much. The challenge is to chug a banana and eat a soda. I am not a consistent person often in my life. But one thing that has been consistent throughout my entire life is that I fucking hate bananas. I do not like bananas. I do not like the taste. I do not like the texture. I do not like the slime. I do not like the strings. I hate bananas in smoothies. I hate bananas. I hate bananas so much. Dang it! Dang it! You're gonna have to find someone else. Wait, but I do like banana bread. You know what? I'll admit it. I like banana bread. And I just want someone to puke. Hey, at least you're honest. Hey, at least you're honest. I didn't know it makes that happen. Oh, yeah. That's funny as fuck. That's horrible. That's so funny. Sorry, I keep going unrelated. Wait, hold on. I want to see what you say. No, scroll up. There we go. It's been requested for you to call my friend's nerve. Okay, friend, I know I am so delayed, right? Goodbye. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for following, by the way. Okay, we're gonna do some deep breathing. Ready? And I think we could all use this, especially after talking about such intense things. TADC episode 8. Ready? We're gonna breathe in. Hold on, I gotta find relaxing yoga music. Oh my god, this one is exactly relaxing yoga music. Give it to me. Alright, we're gonna take a breath in. Hold it. 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 Breathe out. Oh! Let it out. 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 Hold it. Hold it. Breathe in. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Keep fucking holding it. Don't let it out. You can't let it out. Hold it. Keep holding that bitch. Keep holding it. Keep holding it. And out. Ha! Don't breathe in yet. You have to wait. You have to wait. Breathe in. Take that breath in. Take it in right now. You know what to do. Do I even have to say it? Fucking hold it. If you're not holding it. Girl, what are we doing? We are doing breathing exercises. We are doing breathing exercises right now. And we're holding it is what we're doing. I better not see anybody exhale right now. You better keep holding it. And exhale. I hope that was everything you needed. Now put in that piercing. Put in that piercing. Right now, Citrus and friends are getting piercings. I was trying to, you know, help with the nerves, the anxiety, you know. Leave a like if you breathed. I better not get a single fucking like. I better see no fucking likes, and you better have held your breath. You're welcome. Hey, you're welcome. Anything that helps. The fucking cat. Holy. Holy shit. I think, hold on, before that, I think, what did Rach say? Bro, at multiple points has gone, damn, this dream sucks so bad. When the freak am I waking up? I wonder if he actually thought he was gonna wake up, or if it was just actually, I don't know if he actually thought it was a dream, or if he was just in a deep state of dissociation. I feel like it might have been more like a deep state of dissociation. This is not real. There's a, what's it called? Derealization, which makes it feel like a dream-like. I don't know if it's specifically a dream, but it does not feel real. Something along those lines, I think, perhaps. Smash that dislike button if you can't breathe. I better be seeing so many. I better be seeing that. Yes, I do. Do you believe in God, Harrison? That's fucking crazy for a first-time chat. Crazy first-time chatter. Holy shit. That's a deep one. You know, I have to admit that is a deep one. And I believe in, hey, which one? Hey! He's obviously talking about Cain. Hey! I do believe in Cain, yes I do. Well, once. Maybe not anymore. Right on the topic. Right on the topic. Thank God. And am I right? Am I right? So no. That is a loaded question, I think. A loaded question. I have thoughts. I don't know if I'm gonna share them. But they are there. Kinda not affiliated with that religion anymore. I forgot that I involved AI usage with the religion of Cain. Is that what you're talking about? That eats. That's funny as fuck, by the way. That's so funny. Yeah, I don't know if I can support that. I don't know if I can. You bring up an excellent point. Excellent point. I don't support AI. I can tell you that much. Well, here we are. Here we are. Can you imagine the amount of water that Cain is using up? Holy shit, Cain. You are destroying the planet. Actually. Been running for this long, too. 21 years. Wow. All that water. Can you imagine the fans that have been running? Oh! I want to bring up this, though. There's... In the coding sequence, it is suggested that Cain Well, obviously, he has just been left on running this entire time. Zubalism, that's a good one to be in. I'll tell you right now, that's a good one to be in. So that means a computer somewhere has been left open and on this entire time. I think that is interesting, especially if the building is abandoned. Something about abandoned buildings. Fun fact, Urbexer here. It does cost a lot of money to, for some establishments, it is more worth it to keep the power on, and running, through, like, it is just cheaper to keep the power on instead of completely shutting it down. There's buildings that I've been in that can keep the power on. It just would cost way too much to turn it off and then possibly turn it back on later. So that could be an abandoned building with the power still on. I think it is interesting, though, that it has been on for this long. I think it challenges the idea of abandoned building to me. Because 20 years, the building that I've been in one building with the power still on, and that building closed probably 6 years ago. Any building that I've been in that I've been in a few buildings that have been down for far longer. Couldn't tell you the days. The time on those buildings probably was about 20 years if I had to guess, or shorter, but it would be shocking to see a building that old with power still running to it. But never say never. So, it is said to be set in 2017, says Gooseworks. So it would be about 20 years, 21 years. Right? Yes. Sorry, I had to do math in my head. Still would be shocking to have power on. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. Happens to the best of us. Still would be shocking to have power on in a building that is that long. Which makes me kind of wonder if... But then how the fuck did Pomni and all of them get into it? I don't know. I had a friend suggest to me that maybe it is a building that is made to seem abandoned and not actually is abandoned. There is still work and people coming to this building, but it looks abandoned. Is a theory my friend has. Not a bad one either, in my opinion. 2017 was 9 years ago? Oh my god. I can't believe you just said that to me. I can't believe you just said that to me. What the fuck? What the fuck? No. 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 Damn. That's crazy. Holy shit. What the fuck? Lena Raine made the fucking Celeste soundtrack? Hold on. I just figured that out. So, what? Or did she just make this one song? This is a What? I didn't know that. Fun fact. Soup. 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 Piss. Fuck. Soup. It's so good to see you here. It's so good. Hey, it's okay. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I should have waited. What's the Portal 2 situation? Building made to look abandoned. Is that what happens in Portal 2? I actually haven't played Portal 2. I've only played Portal 1. I think there is a very good chance of that. Very good chance of that. And then these people fall into its trap. Whether on purpose or... My friend thinks yes. Goodbye, JP. I love you. I love you so much. Thanks for popping in. Me and my brother were explaining Undertale and Deltarune to my dad, and that's a long... And Homestuck, yeah, that's a long conversation. That's a long conversation. I don't think my dad would even hear a squat of it. I don't even think so. So bless your heart. Trying to explain Undertale and Homestuck to a 68-year-old man is really interesting. And the fact that he even listened. Bless his heart. Bless his heart. Well, we were talking about possibly playing Deltarune. I think that's all. I think that's my thoughts. Hey, and that's okay. He listened to you. He listened. Possibly. Pretty much just circus discussion. We have not even touched Deltarune at all yet. It has been all discussion about Digital Circus. In the Portal universe, there's different universes? The building uses its abandoned appearance as a defense against outside forces and project the test subjects in cryo chambers. Interesting. Huh. Oh, good job, Soup! Congrats! That's really big! Congrats, Soup! That's so cool! That is so huge. Do you get a little break? No? Or no? Thinking on that, though. The portal thing. Low-key half-assed my English paper, which is fucking incredible then that you got such a good grade. That's awesome. That's nice. How long is that break? Holy shit. Oh, apparently the music's loud. Sorry, yo. Okay, that's decent. What is that? Is that a... It's like 2 weeks. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. I don't know how far we get into Deltarune. I think we would, because I have been talking for 2.5 hours. But we could possibly play... I'm trying really hard to remember what happens at the very beginning. I don't remember if it's more town exploration, if they go right into school. It's been so long since I've played. But we can step into chapter 2 a little bit. If y'all would like that. If you have any more to say about TADC, speak now or forever hold your peace. No, not actually forever hold your peace, because we will be having another conversation about it. But this stream has been a lot of speaking on it. I do have some voice actors as well, so wouldn't be horrible. Okay. I might be taking that as Deltarune time. I am going to go fill my cup up with water. And then we start chapter 2. Smile. We would do that for a little bit. I love TADC. You and me. Oh, Callum, I'm insane. I'm insane. I feel crazy. I feel crazy and insane. My dad was getting distracted watching Robot Chicken and Star Wars clips on his... Oh, really? That's funny. I love TADC. I have another Pomni coming. So, we'll see. Hopefully we get any other one. I'm also 5 stream streak, baby. Let's go. Let's go, dude. I also... Yeah. Don't know what I was gonna say. Love TADC. I'm obsessed with it. Perhaps to a fault, for myself at least. There's my Pookie. And I will continue. All the love for cartoons, all the time, dude. I'm such an animation freak. I love animation. I love animation. I love animation so much. That's literally my Letterboxd, like, bio. I think it's like lover of short films and animations. And so much! So much. Yeah. Okay. Take a break. Go get some water if you need. Or a little snack. Coffee lol. Hello, Coffee. Welcome in. How are you doing today? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna fill my water bottle, and then we'll jump into Deltarune, perhaps. Soup. I see you. I see you. We were talking about other things from Glitch that we're excited for, and I'm so fucking excited for Lackadaisy. And Knights of Guinevere, but Lackadaisy, that's something special to me. That is something very special to me. Very excited for that. That hits a specific thing in me. It's not the furries. I learned like everything there is to know about cartoons I watch, which is such a fun, which is a fun trait to have. Fun is a good word for it. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I am gonna put you on a BRB screen. I'll see you soon. Hello. Good to see you all. Sorry, I had to, what did I do? Oh, I heated up some Chinese food. I have not eaten yet, so I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll do that as well while I'm here. When the art student at, like, Cal Arts, oh, dude, soup, I am in that fucking train. I could be on YouTube for hours just watching different Cal Arts finals projects. So right there with you. The music is nice. I hope you like it. I just saw that. Saw that said not Kane and Monica. Just saw a video that said not Kane and Monica getting deleted for trying to connect with humans, bro. Yikes. Well, it was an accident. It was an accident for Kane. I would not say it was an accident for Monica. That was less of an accident. Scatters! Hey everyone, what's up? Good to be here. Good to be back. Y'all ready for some Deltarune? Also, Citrus, seeing me on the TV with your guys' piercing setup is the funniest fucking thing. I want you to know that's hilarious. That's so fucking funny. Congrats on your, re-piercing. It was re-pierced, right? I got some flopamaxings. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I've never heard of these. I'm saving these right now. I sent it in our friend Discord. Please do. Please do. DLC mention always. I played that for the first time in like a lock-in at my high school. So it was probably like 4 in the morning in my high school's like main seating area. Commons is what we called them, the commons. So no, it didn't work. Wait, why? What part of it didn't work? Really? That's funny. On the rise. DDLC on the rise. I didn't know anything about it, too, when I played it. Or I watched a friend play it. Okay. That's easier. Hey, that's easier. Damn. That sucks. That's painful then, too. If the jewelry was the part that didn't go through. Bless your friend's heart. That's rough. Set channel status live. Okay. Class of '09 is like if DDLC had a closeted lesbian sister in desperate need of therapy and rehab. That's hilarious, Callum. That's funny as fuck. I recently watched Class of '09 too. That's funny. I love you, friends. Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you, a soup. I am so excited to watch these. Tonight, I've got to show another friend episode 8. So it will probably be a tomorrow activity that I watch them. And then I don't have to spoil my my things anymore. Hearts GD, you have a cute username. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Okay. Let's change this category. Over to Deltarune. Perfect, perfect. Howdy, how are you? Welcome in. Hello, hello. What was I doing? Oh, hold on, lock in, lock in. My brain is mush. Oh! Damn. Just relaxing. Well, what a wonderful time. Relaxing is so nice. You are funny. You are funny. You're a funny guy. I gave, like, little Oh, thank you! I'm fucking pumped about this. Thank you. You're gonna have such a good break, dude. When I say I react to things very... I cannot not react to things. I reacted to a friend's message. She's laughing about it. On stream. She heard my on-stream reaction. That's funny. Well... Shout out you, girl. I love sharing weird internet stuff with people. I love being on the internet. I love being on the internet. Hey, I'll eat that. Who are you talking about? I don't know. Who am I talking about? Me too! I love my silly little shows and my silly little games. I can't help it. I try and not show how online I am to, like, my workers. Some people know. Some know. But I try and seem... But there's part of me that's like... I know who I am. I know what I am. It's an internet freak. It is an internet freak. For better or for worse. But I like it. I like it here. I can't help it. All my friends are internet friends and fuck. This headset just died. There we go. I can't help it. I can't help it. We're gonna wait until these possibly 2 other people join us. I don't know if they will. I've pinged them. But I will let them come in their own time. Why isn't it turning on? Hello? Oh. Well, this gives me time to fix my shit. There we go. Using AirPods can be so frustrating when it... Wait, what?